Hello students, in one of the previous video we have discussed about the working of Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm. If you haven't watched, go through the description, watch it again. Okay, please see the description given in the description section of the this particular video. So please note down the global variable values which are mentioned here: x minimum, y minimum, x maximum, y maximum, as well as xv minimum, yv minimum, xv maximum and yv maximum. Let me recall these things once again. So why these variables are required? Our job is to construct a clipping rectangle or clipping window, isn't it? So you have to define the clipping window, one for input purpose and other one for redisplaying purpose. So the input rectangle you are supposed to, viewing rectangle or clipping rectangle, you are supposed to draw over on top of a screen. At which location? See here, say 4 points actually. If you know about minimum and maximum of x and y, since it is a rectangle, the other 2 points can be easily derived, isn't it? So by using that concept, please keep it in mind or note it down. So the rectangle minimum values for x axis, that is x minimum value is 50, y is 50, max is 100, as well as y max is 100. This is for the input clipping window. For after redisplaying, once the calculation is done, once the line, particular portion of the line is clipped off, since it is a line clipping algorithm, the portion which falls outside the clipping rectangle supposed to be clipped off, isn't it? The line portion to be clipped off. So once the particular portion is clipped off, you are supposed to redisplay the line segment, new line segment, along with the new rectangle. Please try to understand. For that purpose, once again, what we did, we have declared we are going to construct another rectangle at which position? See here, minimum value of x and y mentioned, that is 200 and 200. Maximum value of x and y values are given as 300 or mentioned as 300 and 300. They are xv minimum, yv minimum and xv maximum and yv maximum respectively. Okay. So once again I am repeating, if you want to see the working mechanism of the program, please watch my previous videos. For the previous video, link is there in the description section. Let us see the working, but let us see the output of the program now. So open the Visual Studio, click on a new project, then create a project. Okay, just go through the video for the steps and all. Select on Windows 32 console application. Okay, rename here, just observe this area, click on OK, click on next, next and finish. Fine. Now keep that precompiled header stdfx.h, keep that. Rest of the things you just delete. Yeah, delete the rest of the things, but keep the precompiled header #include stdafx.h. Now your job is to copy the entire program over here. Copy and paste it over here. Okay. Yeah, this is what the program is. Now build, you can click on, yeah, you debug, build the solution and see. This is what the output of the program is. Observe the output carefully. See here, there are two rectangles you can observe. What are the two rectangles? The rectangle, one is over here and the other one is there. Check the pointer. So the rectangle followed by a line segment, you can see both the locations, isn't it? So rectangle followed by line segment, check the input line segment, and before that let me complete about this rectangle. Say rectangle, I told you to observe the values, isn't it? I also told you to note down the values. 50 50, that is x minimum, x maximum, sorry, y minimum value, x maximum and y maximum value is what? 100 and 100. So the left bottom corner, observe the first rectangle which I am pointing. So the leftmost corner, bottommost corner, which is having a value 50 and 50. Please try to understand. X maximum and y maximum is defined as 100 and 100. What is that? topmost rightmost top right corner. Observe the top right corner which I am pointing. So this has got a value of 100 and 100 respectively. So if you know these two corner values, then the other two can be easily defined, isn't it? You can easily come to know what is that. This one is what? X side it is maximum value, right? X maximum, but Y is minimum. If you take that value, pair of value, X maximum is 100 and Y minimum will be 50. And the other one, of course, X is in has got a minimum value, that is 50, but Y has got a maximum value, this corner which I am pointing. So this will be 50 and 100. No need to redefine it again, right? It is understood. While drawing the line loop, you are supposed to consider all the 4 points. That's it. Then another set of points we have declared, right, as a global variable. What are those? What are those? Recall. They are xv minimum, yv minimum, xv maximum and yv maximum. So xv minimum, same way, apply the values. Observe the bottommost left bottom corner, right? Bottommost corner, leftmost corner of the second rectangle. 200 200, this value which I am pointing, concentrate. And 300 300 is the other one which I am pointing, this one, right? Top right corner. If you know these two, the other two can be easily defined. Then line segment. Say this is what the input line segment. You can observe the program. It is given as 50. Sorry, it is given as 80 20. That is x 80, x side, x axis it is 80, y axis it is 20. So bottommost point, this one of the line segment, and other value, that is x0 y0 value, what I told, x1 y1 value is what? It is given as 60 120. So 60 from x side, sorry, it is given as 80 and 120. So 80 120, 80 from x side, 120 from y side. Okay, this is what the line segment which is passing through. If you want, you can confirm with the program is there in the previous video, as I said. So x1 y1 and x2 y2, or x0 y1 not, whatever you call, and x1 y1 pair of values are defined, and it is passing through the input clipping rectangle. Now your job is to redefine after calculation. So after calculation, your job, our program is doing the calculation which portion actually comes out of the box or rectangle. That portion should be deleted, isn't it? So both the portions, one is above and other one is below, right? Both the sides on both the ends. So both the borders it is crossing. The portion which falls outside the rectangle should be clipped off. That is done by our Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm, and how it is done also I have explained in the previous video. Please refer to my previous video for that. Fine. After that, the portion which falls inside the clipping rectangle, which is redisplayed over here with respect to another window. Okay. Yeah, this is what that's it, guys. That is about the Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm. Watch the videos again, refer to my previous videos as well, and note down the things. You are supposed to write down the contents in your observation book as well as your lab journal book. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.